Well, it's just getting dark here on a Friday night. We just had the worst February week in the history of snowmobiling. We had like over 3 inches of rain, and everything was above freezing. So this weekend doesn't look much better, and neither does next week. But tomorrow's the colder of the 2 days, so I'm getting up bright and early and trying to get a few loads in before the snow goes away on me tomorrow when it warms up. So we got the Scandic up there. We'll get the long ramps away and pack it all up, and a few more things in the back of the truck. But hopefully we can get these 60 boards in, the 4 skids, and a whole pile of stickers tomorrow. Get the tire groomer fixed and towed back in. That's the plan, but we'll see. This winter is kicking my butt for allowing me to get stuff in. See you tomorrow. Well, good morning. We're like 2.5 hours ahead of schedule of a typical Saturday. I drove up here in the dark, was on the snowmobile by 7:15 this morning. So reason for that is this isn't gonna work. This trail fix is going to take a little bit more than wire. I thought there was still a link that was attached. But anyway, it's -9 Celsius this morning, but it's going to be a sunny, clear day, and it's supposed to warm up. So I'm trying to get my 3 trips. So I came in empty, want to tow these back in, get the Pelican back out, get the 4 skids and all the stickers out of the back of the truck, get them in, stack that load that I left there from last weekend on the skids once I get them set into where I shoveled it out, and then go back out for the 60 boards. Try to do that in 2 trips. We'll see. The trail is tight, and we got a little skiff of snow last night just to help with some cooling and the sliders, but I want to get this all done before we get closer to 0 degrees and the trail loosens up and I can't haul the weight. So early start to try to get today done. I'm gonna see if I can unbolt that and get the bolt through a fresh link so we can get going with this. I brought heavy duty brace wire in that. I didn't have a good look at it when it broke. I thought I could just wire it together just to drag it back in quickly. But I believe I had to use a hammer and round one of the links, because this is just a little chain that was at the house that's meant, I don't know, dog chain or something. It's pretty small stuff, like 1/8-inch links, and the 1/4-inch hardware doesn't fit through the chain, so I had to round it out a little for the bolt to go through. I don't think I'll have that ability here, and I might have to just put my strap on it to drag it in. Anyway, we'll figure it out and we'll see you in there. Well, we made it in. It wasn't too bad. The trail's real hard. It'd be nice to get, I don't know, 10-15 centimeters again over the next couple weeks, where I can get my trail groomer in to really plane it out and get it flat and packed hard. And then my week of hauling should go pretty good. I managed to get the groomer around my turnaround. It's a little tighter than I want, but it should work. Since I made that steel groomer at home with flat sides, it'll just pivot around that birch tree right there, the tightest spot. But I managed to pull off a fix just with the, I had 2 lengths of brace wire, heavy brace wire, and it held all the way in. Obviously they didn't load up with the snow conditions that we had now. It might not hold for the whole season, but I plan on using the other groomer. So we're gonna unhook this, lean it against a tree so that it doesn't freeze into the snow if we do get snow this week, or another rain and thaw, which I don't want. So we got a little bit of trail improvement on the way in just with the hatchet. All that lean over, the snow melted off it this week and sprung up, and it was all across the trail. So we got rid of all that. Unfortunately, I can't use the shovel at all today because this snow is just ice. White ice, really. But there was enough rain this week that all of the water crossings that I shovel in, they had enough water running through them that they eroded my snow bridges. And so I am driving through about 4 spots of mud today on the way in and out. So I really do need some new fresh snow. And like one more day and the trail will be just perfect for hauling in the heavy stuff. Anyway, we're gonna unhook this, lean against a tree, offload the carry-on because it's sort of in my way, and turn it around, and then I'll hook onto the Pelican and we'll get out to get the stickers. Or never mind, we'll do that in a different order. I can't offload the carry-on because I don't have the skids in here yet. So we're just gonna get the Pelican, get back out to the truck. So there's the 4 or 5 spots I mentioned previously like this. I decided to stab a shovel in and it's not too bad. So I've been on my way out with the empty Pelican. I've been filling these all in, and then my trips will pack it all down, and hopefully they survive till next weekend through this warm spell midweek again. So we made it in with the 4 skids, and the Pelican's pretty well right flush with the brim, full of stickers. Pelican toe's nice, and I don't know what that would weigh, not near what the other loads do. But no drama llama coming in with that. I'm pretty glad I dug this out last time I was in, even though I was out of energy, because the snow is a pain in the butt. I don't even think I'm going to bother with the little skiff. I'll just throw the skids down. That's all we got for snow the whole week, was what you can see on that load on the carry-on. Just the skiff, and it was last night. Everything else was melt. We're going to get these unstrapped, throw those down. And unload that first load off the carry-on. I brought the cover for the Pelican, and I'm just going to leave all the stickers in the Pelican so I can cover them up. I won't have to dig them out every time I bring a load up. And yeah, hopefully I can get 30 boards to load. And it'll be 2 trips in. The sun's pretty strong now though, and the trail's already starting to turn, so I don't think I'll have too much of an issue with the first load. That'll do it. Not perfectly level, but they'll be off the ground. Once the stack gets a few rows, I think it'll stabilize, but the bottom ones might get a little bit of a bow in them. The nails and screws, I'll handle that when we get building. I think I'm going to throw down a few stickers on the first row so they don't sit tight to the seat, get some air. Probably won't sit on half of these. Froze together. All that rain we had. Gonna have to tap them all with the axe, free them up, and then get the stacking. So we're here at the turnaround. I just dragged that rear carry-on over about 3 feet. It's not wide enough for this setup, but it's gonna do for this year. They're empty and I can maneuver them and I don't have to unhook them. So it's better than what we had to do last year. But next year, hopefully I can clear this area a little bit more for a nice big turnaround. Hopefully on the ride out with these flecks and all that frozen snow, some's already come off, but hopefully it all comes off, empties themselves out. They were froze down in the snow pretty good. Took a little bit to get them out. So we had this loaded up and strapped down at the truck at noon. It's 12:25 now, and this is the corner that gave me grief last time. And I made it to the top of the hill, no problem. So that's pretty good now that that's wide enough. But coming around here, there's a clump of 6 striped maple in there, so I widened that another 3 feet. Unfortunately, this snow is all loose in here, so we'll see if we can get going. But we have plenty of inside turning radius left get in here. It's just skis don't touch down until about the back of that rear toboggan from coming up the hill before the snowmobile wants to start turning. So then the turn ends up being really wide. But we just took out all those with the little 6-inch, and we'll try to get this in and unloaded in good time and get the last 30 boards that are on the trailer. But it's been going pretty good. The snow's starting to change though, as you can see. The sun's pretty bright and strong, and it's not that cold. I'm just wearing uninsulated gloves. About 60 yards in that direction is the finish line. This stinking corner's got me again. It comes up on its side so fast with a load on it. Anyway, I'm probably gonna use the come along or something to ride it. The snow's so hard that it's impossible. It might be worth the effort of digging around all this stuff and getting rid of these this week. I got Wednesday off, and make this corner better. Because other than that last corner I fixed up, or it's been smooth coming in. Other than it'd be nice to have a flatter trail if we get some more snow. But if I come up on the inside of that triple clump right there, this corner would be much more manageable. Anyway, we'll get this righted and get to unloading it. So we just got the winch rigged up here. This is way better than my back. I got this set up pretty quick because I can smell gasoline. It's not only on its side, also facing downhill. But you guys dizzy yet? Tripod's up where I was unloading. Wasn't running out the fuel cap. Anyway, if I fire it up, it might go back on its side. Oh, just with a little push. So I just picked up the slack out of the rope and held on to it. I left it up to the winch because I didn't know if it would drive out up on its own power, but it came up, so I'm just going to pack up the rigging and get this one unloaded. Load 2, 30 boards on. A little warmer now. Snow's starting to go away. This is the hill that always gives me grief. I made it by here, no problem, the first trip, as you can see. Not the second trip, so gotta come along going again. We're gonna write this. See if I can prop you up somewhere. See how easy the skis come up? Just toss this to the side. See if we can go the rest of the way. There, you're sitting in the pocket of the Paco bag. Sorry, it's facing the wrong way, but the old Scandic wants to go up again on me. See how easy? You're facing the wrong way, but no tripod. So we got the rear toboggan tipped up, and yet again, this is what went on with this hitch. So I think as the weight comes in and the spring bumps and all that, it just bends the top one. So gotta use the hatchet, pound it back so I can unhook it. And I'll probably keep using it like this and bend it back and forth until it fails, and I'll put the stock hitch back on, and then I will come up with a different, this will all stay the same, but I'll do something different here. Something stronger or on a different angle, because it obviously wants to be on that angle. Oh, or a pivot, just like this pivot's here. Put a pin through here and have the tongue pivot. We'll see. Anyway, we're gonna get this pounded straight. Need 2 hands. Well, you can see there's our pile. I don't know what I had those 4x4s there for the outhouse that were already here, and probably 20 boards, and then I brought 61 today. So that's collectively all there and stacked. And then I have the lids to those 2 green bins just sitting on top, because I'm gonna just keep adding to the pile. So it doesn't have full coverage, but throw the Pelican on that little spot, and because I'm gonna be topping it up a bunch over the next 2 weeks, I don't want to deal with tarps. So my leftover stickers are just laying in there. So now just gonna go down and get the Scandic down there, and then make my way to that corner that got me on the first load in with the boards. It's only 3 o'clock now. I say that. I started earlier. I should be going home earlier, but because I still have a bit of time, I'm gonna try to cut those trees out of the inside of that corner. So I'm gonna have to shovel down as far as I can and try to take them out. I got the MS 170 and the 6-inch Milwaukee with me, so we're gonna go do that, and then if I can get them all out of the way, pack it down with the Scandic so that it'll set up nice so I can come on the inside of that clump of trees. Anyway, we'll get to that now, and then we're getting out of here. So that's what it looks like before. Just the snap of the fingers. Hopefully it'll be packed down. Looks about the same, eh? Not much changed. I didn't get much cut. And I finished off my first bar. Bearings all blew apart in the... I don't know if it'll focus. Not supposed to look like that. Those trees down there are a little big for the 6-inch, but we're gonna give it a go because I'd like to get it packed before Wednesday. Well, it's not perfectly clear, but we only had 6-inch bar to work with. At least I got over a bunch of the snow so that it'll set up. But, did a bunch of shoveling, drove the Scandic where it would fit, but I wasn't going to take out that beech tree with a 6-inch bar, and the stumps I need to get out with a 6-inch bar. I'll need the 16 or the... I won't have time to get a new bar for that, so we'll be bringing the big saw in to get rid of those. Anyway, it is 4 o'clock. I spent an hour on that corner. I hope it's easier to shoot up through there instead of going uphill and taking a corner. The Scandic just wants to tip, so you gotta square up to the hill and just go straight. Anyway, thanks again for watching Against the Grain Living. We got this Wednesday, so this is Saturday today. Wednesday I'll be back up, and then I have a whole week, the 20th to 25th I booked off. So hopefully we can get everything that I have in, and we're gonna go to the hardware store and buy some stuff as well and try to get that all in before the snow's gone. But thanks again for watching. We'll see you next week. Just riding out here, and we got 2 moose. 3 moose? 3 moose. One guy there. One guy behind this tree here. Oh, there he goes. 1, 2, 3.